Kotagiri is a town located in the Nilgiri Mountains in the south of India. Here, over 30 different tribal communities have lived for thousands of years.
I'm standing outside Nehru Park in Kotagiri in the Nilgiris. Here Keystone Foundation are holding a fair about traditional knowledge during the weekend. They've invited children from different communities to participate in an exhibition about traditional knowledge. There will also be dance, music, traditional food, as well as speeches.
The kids participating in the exhibition have worked together for some weeks to prepare to show it to each other and to the public. The theme of the weekend and for the exhibition is about the nature around the hills and how the indigenous people are using the resources collected from the nature. This has become the traditions over time, and the children are sharing some of these at the fair.
So, Anita, what's happening here today?
Today, all the indigenous children, the children from the villages where we work, where Keystone Foundation works, have gathered together and have, just taken over Nehru Park. And it's a celebration of their traditional knowledge about what they know about their forests, their agriculture, about their sacred groves, and what they've learned from just being with their grandparents and their uncles and aunts, and what knowledge they've got from their own villages. So that's what's happening here today.
So why is it so important to keep these traditions alive?
We've been, especially in the, when you think about doing conservation, for instance, there's always, one way that you can do conservation, and that's how, science teaches you, or how you learn by being in school, or how different agencies tell you. But how do people who live in the village and live close to biodiversity and live close to forests, what do they think about conservation? And actually, if you look back at if you look into their traditional ways of living, it's very much a way of life that promotes conservation. So we just want to highlight this in our conservation education programs at Keystone, and just highlight this and make the children sort of sensitive to the fact that we do a lot of conservation and it's there in our traditional ways. And that's what we hope to do through this kind of exhibitions and fairs.
You can see a banner here of 6 areas where we have been working, and we have got all our village community children who have put up their stalls, their displays based on those themes. So we'd like everyone to share a dialogue with them, get to know about what they know and what we don't know about the traditional knowledge. And this is the first time in the Nilgiris that there is a traditional knowledge fair happening, and we are very proud because we have launched it. Thank you, and once again welcome to one and all.
What's your name?
Radhika.
And your?
Bijish.
Where are you two coming from? What village?
Nedungayam. Nedungayam colony. Maniya village.
So what are you doing here today?
ഇവിടെ ഒരു പരിപാടി ചെയ്യുവാണ്.
എന്താ പറ?
ഇവിടെ കാടിനെ കുറിച്ചൊക്കെ പറയാൻ വന്നത്.
They came here to speak about forests. This is what she said.
So, why do you want to speak about the forest?
എന്താണ് കാടിനെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ
കാടിനെ കുറിച്ച് കാട് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ജീവിക്കാൻ തന്നെ പറ്റില്ല. കാടുണ്ടെങ്കിലേ നമുക്ക് നല്ല വായു കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. പിന്നിപ്പോൾ വന്യമൃഗങ്ങൾക്കും ചെറുജീവികൾക്കും ഒക്കെ ജീവിക്കാൻ സൗകര്യമുള്ള സ്ഥലമാണ് കാട്.
She said without forest we can't live, and it is a place where all animals, all other creatures are living. So it is the abode of all wild creatures. This is what she said.
What's your name?
My name is Pramila.
I am Aragunachi.
And what school are you from?
We are from St. Jude Public School and Junior College, Kotagiri.
So, what are you thinking about the fair today?
Yeah, good to know about the Nilgiris tradition and returning back to nature. It's good.
What did you feel when you saw the exhibition?
I felt it was really good because these things happens only somewhere, not everywhere. And in this they have shown how these cookies were made and what and all juices and so many pictures, so many agricultures. All these were like learning something good. So I pray all should watch this and how it's going to be. So
Good to know about the Nilgiris and people should surely know this.
So, you think other people should watch this as well?
Yeah, sure.
they should watch.
Did you learn something specific today?
Yeah, we saw the tradition of Badga, how they dance. We felt like going and practicing, and it was like these pictures were good of these animals and how they make these lemon juices, cookies. We feel like eating it, but it was really good.
And the most beautiful Barga music over the back. Pleasant to hear it.
My name is Sivaraj, Keystone Foundation working.
And you organized the music here today?
எஸ் நான் தான் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணேன். ஒரு வில்லேஜில் வந்துட்டு ஒவ்வொரு வில்லேஜுக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு பர்சனை வந்து நம்ம தகவல் கொடுத்து அது மூலமாக வந்துட்டு அவங்கள வர சொல்லி இன்றைக்கி வந்து நம்ம பாரம்பரிய விவசாயத்தை பற்றி நம்ம எல்லோரும் வந்துட்டு இங்கே வந்துட்டு ஒரு இசை பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்கள்ட்ட நம்ம வந்து பேசி அது மூலமாக இன்றைக்கி வந்திருக்காங்க.
Okay. He says like he has informed all the villages and he has brought in people from each village and has also told them about the fair which is happening and the importance of traditional agriculture and all that, and they came here to perform.
So, was the music about something special?
இல்லை இந்த மியூசிக் வந்துட்டு நம்முடைய பாரம்பரிய ஃபெஸ்டிவல் ஆகட்டும், ஒரு மற்ற ஒரு திருமண சடங்கு சீர் எந்த இதுலேயும் வந்து இந்த மியூசிக் இல்லாமல் எதுவும் நடக்காது.
It's something common for all of the events, like be it a birth, a death, a wedding or any other festival, the same music is played.
Why is the music so important for the indigenous people?
அது வந்துட்டு முக்கியமானதுன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. நம்முடைய எல்லா வகை அதாவது என்ன சொல்லணும்னா விழா அல்லது சாவு சடங்கு சீர் திருமணம் இந்த மாதிரி எதுலவும் நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இது இல்லாமல் அந்த மியூசிக் இல்லாமல் நம்ம ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. அதுலனா அந்த சாவு செய்ய முடியாது, ஒரு சீர் நடக்காது, ப்ளஸ் சடங்கு ஒரு அதாவது நம்ம ஒரு பண்டிகை கொண்டாட முடியாது.
He says he doesn't know why it's important, but he feels like without the music any event is incomplete.
Why is it so important to keep the traditions alive?
இது வந்து நம்முடைய முன்னோர்கள் வந்து அதை கடைப்பிடிச்சிருக்காங்க. அதனால நம்ம வந்து இப்போதைக்கு அதை வந்து விடாமல் அந்த இது அப்படியே நம்ம இது பண்ணிட்டு வரோம். ஏன்னா அது வந்துட்டு அழிஞ்சதுன்னா நம்ம வந்து ஆதிவாசி தான் இருளாஸ்தான்றதுக்கு எந்த ஒரு எவிடன்ஸ் கிடையாது. அதனால் இது வந்துட்டு பாரம்பரியம் நமக்கு வேணுன்றதுனால அதை அப்படியே கடைப்பிடிச்சு நடத்திட்டு வரோம்.
Okay, it's something which is being followed from the dates of their forefathers, and they also say that since their forefathers kind of started it and they are continuing it, so that their existence is still alive, as in, like, you know, their identity is kept alive through these traditions.
The traditional knowledge fair went on for 2 days and brought people from all around Kotagiri.
We're standing here with a plate of traditional food. Can you explain what it is?
I will tell you all the dishes. This is called ragi ball, which is made of small millet powder, and this is called navanai, which is this foxtail millet, the rice of it, which is cooked, and this is vallare brahmi chutney, which is good for the memory, and this is nuregasu. It's like from the wild, the tuber that they collect, and that is steamed, and this is steamed pumpkin, and that is fenugreek leaves, sauteed fenugreek leaves, and this is called, the same thing is called same payasam. It's foxtail. This is pearl millet, and made it into a sweet dish, and this is grain amaranthus and honey, which is a traditional food which is eaten by all age groups, and this is the full plate, and the gravy that goes with it is with the local lab and pumpkin.
So you're in charge of the traditional food here on the fair?
Yeah, I'm trying to support the Bhuma Devi women's group right there. The Bhuma Devi women's group is a women's group from Bavur in Kotagiri, and there are 15 women who've pitched into selecting these foods from the forest as well as cooking them. Yeah, and I'm supporting them.
So what kind of food is it?
Okay, so it's all traditional food. It's all food which used to be grown in these parts earlier, and unfortunately we've lost it.
Why do you think this food is so rare today?
Okay, several reasons. Because, okay, how shall we start? Because the agriculture has changed. It's no longer viable. The lands are open to much human-wildlife conflict. People have lost seed in some places, and now we're trying to share the seed. But most of all, I think it's because it's not viable for individual farmers to be doing it. This sort of agriculture actually depends on an entire community which farms together, and that community is no longer intact. They've broken away for various reasons, so it's no longer viable for a couple of people to be doing it. Yeah.
What's this?
Insect. This is insect. Yeah.
And what's this?
This is carbon dioxide, oxygen.
ராகிங்க சார். இந்த ராகியை வந்து உழ ஓட்டி விட்டாச்சுங்க. பூமிக்கு இந்த மண்ணுக்கு வந்து பூசு செய்யறதுக்காக இங்கே இருக்காங்க. சரிங்களா?
That's one of their food crops. That is finger millets. Before they show the finger millets, they are conducting a ritual for it.
ஒரு மரம் வைக்கிறாங்க. ஒரு மரத்துக்கு வந்து இந்த ராகி அதில் இருக்குங்க. அந்த ராகி வந்து இந்த இவர் வச்சிருக்காருங்க, பூசாரி அவர், சாமியாருங்க. விதைக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்துட்டு அங்கே வந்து பூசு செஞ்சு கையில் 3 டைம் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு இங்கே வந்து சாமி கும்பிட்டு இந்த சாமிக்கு வந்து பூசு பண்ணி இங்கே இது வச்சுட்டு சாமிக்கு வந்து சாமி கும்பிடுவாங்க.
It's a ritual. They put a wooden stump and decorated with leaves and the grains. As a food crop, they are going to cultivate finger millets. So before the seed is sowing, the priest, the village priest, bring the seeds and put it next to the stump, which is decorated already, and there is a ritual. After the ritual is performed, the seed is again offered to the deity, local deity. After the offering, they take it to the land and show it.
அதை முடிச்சிட்டுங்க ரெண்டாவது எருதுக்கு ரெண்டு இது பண்ணுறாங்க, ரெண்டு மாடை வச்சு அதுக்கு உழுகு இருக்கு, மண்ணை உழுகுறதுக்காக இங்கே மாடை கட்டி மாடுக்கு பூசை பண்ணுவாங்க.
So for the cultivation, a pair of bullock is very important to till the land. So there is a ceremony with a bullock before they till the land.
Sindhamani, Lavanya. Both the children and the visitors seemed to really enjoy themselves, and the fair was a big success. At the end of the fair, all the children were thanked with a certificate and a specially designed school bag.
So what's your name?
Nirosha.
So you got the certificate today?
Yes.
Can you show it? So what did you get this for?
This is I get Sacred Grove topic and fields, forest fields, and then I get the bag.
So can you tell me something about your exhibition?
It's very enjoyable. I like this program. Next time I will definitely come in.
After a fun and exciting weekend, the children are now on their way back to the villages. But here in Nehru Park, the dance is still going on. So we say thank you and goodbye.